Conservation is an overriding theme here at WOW. More than 40 leading conservation organizations contributed to the wonders of wildlife. What many people don't realize is that whenever anyone buys outdoor gear, whether that's fishing rods or firearms, boats, ammunition, they pay a federal tax that helps support conservation efforts. The money virtually funds all state wildlife agencies and the state departments of conservation. This museum experience celebrates the people who hunt and fish and act as stewards of the land and water. So let's go inside and see the wonders of wildlife.
From the moment you walk into the aquarium section of the WOW Museum, you know this place is special. You look to your left and there's Ernest Hemingway's personal boat. And then you look to your right and there's Zane Grey's personal boat. It's unbelievable. Look around you. There's aquariums all over, but this is just a small portion of what this place offers. I'm going to just cover a few of the aquariums that I like personally. There's a Shipwreck Room where they have a simulated shipwreck, and you've got the shark swimming around, and you look in the background and there's giant Goliath groupers and all kinds of species. I spent a ton of time just looking at all the small details in that particular room. It was unreal. There's 80 different aquariums in this place, but the Freshwater Room is cool. You've got walleyes and smallmouth bass and sturgeon. And you know, I've never seen a paddlefish before. Not in an aquarium. I've caught them, but I've never seen one in an aquarium. It's so cool to watch and look at. And then you go into a saltwater room, and you get to see giant tunas, mounts all over the place. You look at all the different species. There's even a little, what I really liked was a little swimming seahorse. It wasn't the tiny one like I had when I was a kid. It was actually a pretty big one. And then my favorite. All the times that you've watched The Next Bite, we show you bait balls on our graphs. On our Lowrance graphs, we're showing you all the bait schools, then the big arcs around them, and so you have to visualize in your head what that would actually look like. This place has a real bait ball. And I'm telling you, it's mesmerizing. I looked at this ball of bait swimming and swimming and swimming, and you look at the mechanics of how these fish swim around in a circle like that, and your jaw just drops open.
After a full walk through the WOW Aquarium, without a doubt, this Shipwreck Room is one of the most impressive. Believe it or not, this is a decommissioned replica of a ship that Johnny Morris actually sunk off the coast of Florida. And basically, it's just showing what something like that provides for habitat for all the sea life. But there's a theme throughout this entire WOW Aquarium. Basically, by room, there's a Great Barrier Reef room. You get into an Amazon room. There's arapaima in there, something that I've seen on a lot of TV shows. I've never got to see one swim around in real life. You get into a swamp area, see a lot of alligators crawling around. So there's a shark room. This is something that's phenomenal for the whole family. There's a kid area where they can color on different sea creatures, and then it's projected onto a screen exactly how the kids colored it, and they can move it around, play around with it on the water. When you go from room to room, you're also going to experience climate changes. You're going to feel wind, you're going to feel mugginess, you're going to feel different climate changes from room to room. This is just the aquarium. We're actually going to go show you the whole wildlife area with Keith now.
So what Chase and Gary covered was the aquarium side of the wonders of wildlife. What I'm going to talk about is the wildlife side over here, and it's equally impressive. All of the mounts are set in their natural setting. So where you start out on this side is in the Native American area. And what I liked about that was, as you see all of these arrowheads there, which Johnny Morris actually found most, if not all of them. You go from there to what they call the North American galleries. And here you're going to see your typical animals, the whitetail, your bears, your moose, your elk. But you're also going to see other animals that you might not normally see, like the polar bears or caribou swimming in water. I mean, it's really, really, truly artistry. You even go to a place like Sheep Mountain, where they've got all of the sheep from around the world up on these mountains, and then it's just unbelievable. And the place that I really liked, and something you might not see just anywhere, is this African area. Not only do you get this big room here where you get to see the elephants and the giraffes, but they've got a safari area. So it's dark and it's growling and you see all the cats, and you just really feel like, I don't even know if I'd want to be here at night because it'd be so spooky around these big animals. But it is a super impressive area. So all in all, the wonders of wildlife really is that. It is a wonder. It is a great celebration of the outdoors and a celebration for us sportsmen. And I tell you what, more than just initials for the wonders of wildlife, this place really is WOW.